What's up guys, Mr. Bazy here, and today you're going to be seeing some raw footage that I had from my very first game ever. I'm using the same footage that I had in my actual first game where you saw me with my face cam and actually playing the game for the first time. So with that being said, this is my first impressions video to go along with the theme of my first video, and I really do want to get into some key points about this game because this is not a new game, it's a remastered version. So if any of you are thinking about getting it, or if any of you haven't played it yet, this is what you can expect. So Halo 2 Anniversary specifically, okay, I might touch on Halo 1, the campaign a little bit, but specifically Halo 2 Anniversary. This game essentially is unbelievable. It is a ridiculously good remake. It feels, and I've gone back and forth multiple times in custom games, shooting at things, shooting at various people, and it feels so much like Halo 2, like the classic, but remastered. So you have all the new graphics, you have some of the new things that they introduced into the game, which include guns, which include certain things like the gun goose, which is essentially the mongoose with guns on the front of it like a turret. For those of you that aren't familiar with what a mongoose is, it's essentially a quad or you know, a four-wheeled vehicle that is a one-man vehicle. You just use it to transport, which was the traditional use for it. And here you just see me try to do the BXR, which was a common combo for the classic Halo 2. I don't believe it's possible to do it in this, or I might just be rusty, but so the Mongoose is basically just you know, it used to be just a transportation vehicle. Now it is a full-fledged, you know, if you have the right kind, it's a full-fledged weapon in and of itself, as well as transport. So in terms of like the movements and things like that, the jump heights, all of them are extremely similar. They feel really crisp, they feel really great, they feel like Halo 2 old school. The way you move your gun around feels like Halo 2 old school. So this is an unbelievable remake. I mean, usually when people say they remaster something, it doesn't feel the same. You know, it's not like, it doesn't feel like the old school Halo, or it doesn't feel like the old school whatever that, you know, that they were doing. And to be honest guys, this game feels so similar, but you get the better graphics, you get the, you know, the remastered maps. Not only that, but because you have Halo 2 Anniversary, you're going to be getting the old school maps as well. You can either play Halo 2 Remastered, which is 6 remastered maps as of right now. DLC is up in the air whether or not they want to do that, or you can play Halo 2 Classic, and that is something that's just awesome, that you can go back and forth. There's playlists. As a matter of fact, the specific playlists that you can do are like Halo 2 Anniversary, which again is at 6 remastered. You can do Halo 2 Classic. You can do Halo 2 Free For All, which I believe is a mixture of Halo 2 Classic and remastered, but I'm not 100% on that. I'll probably do a video of all the playlists and explain what they are and what you're going to be getting with this game. Then you also have things like Halo 3. You have Halo 4, of course you can do those separately if you want, and then there's actually a playlist where it puts you in any game of any of the Halos on any map with any game type. And I just think that that's sweet. I think that's so cool that you can cycle through Halos and really enjoy them to the fullest extent. Plus, that's kind of a challenge if you think about it, considering all the Halos, specifically from Halo 2 to Halo 3, are very different. Because Halo 2 to Halo 3, they introduced non-hit scan versions of shooting at people. So Halo 2 is hit scan, as you're going to see a lot of gameplay with me. You'll see, you know, if you see old school gameplay, you'll notice it is a hit scan game, which means wherever your reticle is, and when you shoot, that's where your bullet's going to go. There is no lead at all, and that's hit scan. Halo 3 was different. You had to lead your shots, especially from long range. There were different ranges that you needed to lead, and it was just a different experience. You know, it was a different game. Halo 3 was fantastic, but again, it was different than Halo 2. Then they went to Halo 4. Of course, there was in between there, you know, Reach, but which Reach was hit scan, I might add. Then they went to Halo 4, again hit scan, and arguably probably the best hit registration, pardon me, the best hit registration in a Halo game since Halo 2. I felt like Halo 3 was, it struggled with hit registration. There were a lot of bloodshots, there were a lot of things that were like, I should have got that. And then in Halo Reach, it was better, but it was still, you know, you still get bloodshots and all that. Halo 4, I felt like my shots always were connecting, and if I didn't kill somebody, it was either because I missed, or I got outshot or outstrafed or something, you know, outplayed. So I really enjoyed that. So in terms of Halo 2, everything feels pretty much the same. You're going to get the new remastered maps. You're going to get the new remastered story with this anniversary edition, and the multiplayer of the original classic game types and maps. And there's really not too much more to say about it. I mean, it feels great. Oh, there is one other thing. There is a hardcore playlist, which is essentially the remastered version, I believe, only, where it's basically like an MLG playlist. There is a championship series. Halo is doing a esports. They just formulated an esports league. I believe it's called the Halo CL. I don't know. It's something involving Halo. And honestly, the esports series for this is going to be fantastic. It's great publicity for the game, and honestly, I'm really excited to see Halo back on the competition board. It's one of those games where it's just, you know, it's unrivaled in the what you need to do to compete. I mean, there's a lot of different factors. Call of Duty, of course, is blowing up. It's huge right now, and the competition is better than ever. But Halo, you just can't deny, and here is just a ridiculous ninja that I got that I thought that was just amazing. And this is my very first gameplay, guys. Don't, you know, keep that in mind when you're watching this. And, you know, it's just something that, you know, it's old school Halo. If you've ever seen it compete, you know how intense it can get, how skillful you have to be to play at that upper echelon level. And I'm really excited to see it back. So they do have a playlist that actually has the rules for that particular championship series that they're doing, and you can play in that, practice with your friends. I'm sure the competition in that particular playlist is going to be really, really competitive. So if you're someone into that, if you're someone who likes to do team scrims or something like that, you can probably find a very equal you know, relation to team scrims in that playlist, just like you would in an old school Halo game playing something like MLG. So, and this was just a ridiculous snapshot. There's a lot of ridiculous plays in this first gameplay, which I thought was pretty cool. But so in terms of what you're going to be getting as a whole with the Master Chief Collection, I kind of want to talk about that for a little bit. Again, you're going to be getting all of the Halos, Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, all the Master Chief involved Halos, not Halo Reach. Anything that involves Master Chief. You're going to be getting the remastered version of Halo 1 and 2. You're going to be getting the remastered multiplayer of Halo 2. And the classic multiplayer of Halo 2, you get like a live-action series or some sort of television series that they've been working on. You get access to that if you pre-ordered the game. And you get the access to the Halo 5 Guardians beta sometime in December. I think it's December 16th or something like that. It's December 12th. And that will be if you pre-ordered the game as well. Now, I'm not sure how strict they are on that. I've played games before where they're like, oh, you know, you need to pre-order, but every copy that you buy comes with one. Which I think is essentially what it's going to be. I think the pre-order thing, that whole pre-order, is essentially just a marketing ploy. But again, that is what you should be getting with the game, especially if you do pre-order. I know that for a fact because I did, and that's what I got. So if you're still waiting on it, you know, if you're still waiting to get it or something like that, maybe you haven't had the chance to play it. Unfortunately, this video is going up a tad bit late. I was playing all night. I was so excited. And you know, the thing that kept me from really streaming and posting is that there is a very large update for this game. You cannot play online whatsoever until every single Halo's multiplayer is available. Basically, each Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 need to be at 100% download. They each download separately. They need to be at 100% download for you to be able to actually play online. You can play story mode as long as that particular title that you're trying to play story mode is loaded. If not, then you're gonna have to wait for it to finish. So that's the only downside. It took a really long time. I actually didn't get a chance to play it until about 3 in the morning or around 2:30 or 3 in the morning Eastern time when I picked up the game at 12. I literally got home at 12:05. I live really close to a GameStop. So I got home super early and I put my game in right away, and it took me 2.5 to 3 hours to get this game up and running simply because of the way that they decided to initialize the you know, the installation of it. So that's something that you have to, you know, take into consideration. Maybe if you're gonna go do something or something like that, pop that into your Xbox, let it download because it's gonna take a while. It's 16 gigabytes, which honestly isn't really a lot for an installation, considering some games like Forza, I know personally, was 50 gigabytes to download just the whole game itself. So that was crazy. But in terms of an installation, it is quite large. So you make sure you have some time set aside. Make sure you understand that it's going to take a little bit. It might not take as long as I did. I have pretty good internet, and there might have been some varying factors, especially one is that me and my brother were trying to install it at the same time. However, you know, even my brother, who is just a room away from me, I was able to play at 2:30, and I'm directly connected to my Xbox, and he was he actually wasn't even able to play on his Xbox. I think it finished downloading at like 4:30 in the morning or 5 in the morning, which he just left on. He basically just came in my room after a little while and started playing with me. You know, we would just swap back and forth, and he seemed to really like it. Also, guys, really quick, I just want to introduce something to you guys. Is that I'm going to be doing a full Let's Play. I'm not sure if I mentioned this. I'm going to be doing a full Let's Play of all the Halos in their remastered state. Well, Halo 1 remastered, Halo 2 remastered. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible. Each mission that I play is going to be an episode, so they tend to be a little bit longer. I'm going to try to edit them down as compact as possible, so it's easier for you guys to watch if you do choose to watch it. I've recorded the first 2 missions of Halo 1 Anniversary, and honestly, it is the most hilarious thing, and I really do encourage you guys to check it out, specifically the second mission. The first mission's pretty funny. The second mission is hilarious, and you really wouldn't think that, but I encourage you guys to check it out. I will link it in the description when it's live. The first video is probably going to go up sometime later today or early tomorrow, so you guys have that to look forward to. Also, there will be a lot of gameplay of Halo 2. I will be doing a lot of COD gameplay. I know a lot of my viewers like Call of Duty. Hopefully you guys can, you know, open your minds a little bit. I don't know how many of you actually enjoy Halo content. Hopefully you guys can open your minds a little bit to the idea of Halo content, and, you know, get to enjoy it that way. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to let the rest of this gameplay finish out because it's almost over, and I really do enjoy this game. I just want to get those last thoughts out. This game is fantastic. Specifically, of course, Halo 3 and Halo 4, you know, we've played those before. They're just 60 frames per second, so there's not really much difference. But in terms of playing Halo 2 again, just the nostalgic feeling, and I've played both, and I plan to play more today, you know, it just feels so fantastic to play this game again. Honestly, Halo 2 is probably one of my favorite Halo games of all time, and it's just so nice to be able to play it again, specifically in the remastered state. But again, classic is always just that nostalgic feeling. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Rate the video what you think it deserved. If you'd like to become a Sage in Training, make sure you subscribe today. This has been Mr. Bazy, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Seconds to win. To win. Game over. Victory.
Hold on. We're gonna do a Halo move right now, guys. Halo move. Like that? I learned that from Halo. Alright. You're getting the pistola. After I hit you with the pistola, I'm gonna take out their kneecaps. That's the key. Fuck. Ew, fuck. Get crispy. Have fun blowing up. No shit.